here we are, another day. Another day down in the Juggalo dungeon. Working on some precious Juggalos. Hope everyone's having a great day. It is Thursday, which means it is so close to the weekend. It's nearly painful. But it's still good news. So yesterday you may have seen that I did some work on our three wise men here. Sculpted the top of this urn so that we can paint this and turn this urn into a 2-liter bottle of Faygo, probably Moon Mist. Moon Mist seems to be a pretty popular choice. I like it myself. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with Moon Mist on there, unless anybody has any suggestions. But you know, in my mind, just stick with what works. Also, we did finish this wise man yesterday. Instead of having a small little chest of gold, now he's carrying a little chest of green. Yeah, this got me some hate online. Got some comments. Really upset some people. But you know what? So it goes. Part of me says, well, I must be doing the right thing then. If it's getting such a big reaction one way, then it makes me think it'll get an equally great reaction the other direction. So yeah, let me know if you are not taking the stance of I'm going to hell, and rather you're taking the stance of, dude, that's about the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Let me hear that, because I heard a lot of my soul is condemned to eternity in hell yesterday. So yeah, that's generally not really something I'm really keen on hearing. But anyway, I think it's cool. And I think it'll look great in our nativity scene. So there's that. I didn't say it yet, but you know, whoop whoop y'all. Good to see you again. Welcome to the desktop. So we're gonna put this guy aside because he is done. This guy we're gonna work on today. We're gonna paint him up, turn that into a bottle of Faygo. This guy still trying to sort out how I'm gonna cut this urn out and replace it with a hatchet. I think it's possible. You know, I've worked on bathrooms. I've cut tile before. Seems like this stuff ought to cut, you know, equally well, maybe, with the proper tools. So yeah, I might try a saw that I have, and just be very careful with it. Won't be doing that on camera. That wouldn't work out very well. So we're gonna put him aside as well, because that'll be some off-camera work. And today we'll just concentrate on Wise Man number 2. So yeah, it was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now it's green, Faygo, and murder is the goal. Love the play on words. So there we are. That's what we're doing today. So, on that note, let's get right to it. To make Faygo Moon Mist, obviously we're gonna need some green. I think we're gonna lighten it up with a little bit of yellow though. Give it more of a citrus appeal, and not just straight green. Previously, I have done this on other pieces. Here's an example. I added a Faygo Moon Mist bottle to Genie from Aladdin. So it is something in my wheelhouse. You know, it doesn't look, you know, lifelike. I'm not going to pop that cap off. But it's good enough, right? And that's the thing. This nativity scene is so cheap and so poorly made that I really feel like minimal effort is the best effort with these. That's why even with this, the pot leaf there, yeah, if you look real close, it's pretty sketched out, pretty gnarly. But from that distance, looks good. And that's how you're going to be looking at this on a table anyway, if you've got this nativity at your house, which when I'm done, you very well could, because this will be on sale. It'll be up for sale on my website if you are so inclined. And that website would be preciousjuggalos.square.site. Have a lot of stuff for sale up there already. Got some nativity stuff. This will definitely be the most well-rounded nativity scene that I've done. The most involved nativity scene I've done. I've got 2 other nativities in the shop right now. And then I have some odd pieces. The thinking with those being that you could sneak them into your mom's nativity scene and wait and see how long it takes her to notice. Because I think that's one of the things you can do with Precious Juggalos, and to me that would be hilarious. If you do that, send me a picture, because I would love to see it, and I would share it, and I would send you a attaboy or attagirl, because you deserve it, because that's awesome. Lost track of what I was doing. Oh yeah, nativity scenes. Currently in the store I have one that is a 3-piece that is huge. It's just Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, but it is a large scale nativity scene. That is currently for sale in my shop. Can't remember the price tag on that one exactly. It's $60 to $75, I think. But because of the scale, I put a lot more effort into the paint on it than I am on this. And if I do say so myself, it came out pretty well. It looks really sharp. Would look good on a shelf. Looked good on my shelf at Christmas time. I displayed it. And then I have another nativity scene that it's kind of on par with the cheapness of this one, but it's a weird one. It has a light in it, and I don't know. It's got its own kind of flavor, but it's got several characters, so there's a lot of different painted faces in there. With the 3-piece one, you know, there's basically a Violent J, a Shaggy 2 Dope, and then Jesus, I can't remember. Oh yeah, Jesus actually is missing. I forgot. The Jesus from that set was missing when I got it. So I replaced Jesus with a proportionately sized bottle of Faygo that fits right in the manger there. And it's not Faygo Moon Mist. That one is Faygo Red Pop, which some of you Juggalos told me that I shouldn't have done Red Pop, that you don't like Red Pop. That's why this guy's getting Moon Mist. It's like I said, that seems to be a consensus across the board. Everybody likes Moon Mist. So we're going to go with what we know. And like I said, it's what I like too. I think Moon Mist is pretty tasty. So while that's drying, take a moment here. My wife hit it out of the park again today. She got me some more pieces to paint, but they're in such a large scale, I don't know that they'll even fit on camera. So it's this, these twin angels. Absolutely massive. Massive, life-sized faces. So look for those in the future. That'll be a good one. I won't be listing that online, though. It's so big and so fragile, I would not want to ship it. So it's not going to be shipped. She also got me this one. Same idea. A little different approach. But it's another twin cherub sculpture. Wall hanging. This will get juggaloed as well. But it also won't be in my store online. I'll be selling that in person if you're ever in Kansas City. It's heavy, and shipping it would be expensive, so we're not going to do it. But we are going to paint it, and I look forward to doing it. Those life-size faces are fun to do because they're more... you can just get more out of them, especially in terms of quality. With such small faces, it's hard to get good clean edges, good clean corners with those huge faces. You know, obviously they're life-size, so they get the quality of a life-size face paint. Alright, let's clean this brush, get ready for a second coat of moon mist here. Quick review. While we're drying, we are working on the three wise men. This will be going back into our Juggalo nativity scene just off to my left. Clear that. So he will be teaming up with his friend here that is bringing a small chest of... Actually, there was a sketch on SNL where... I think it was Adam Sandler worked at a shop in the mall, and it was all these little boxes and decorator items that all had voids or drawers or little, flappy doors with little spaces where you could store things, and he would always say, you could put your weed in it. Well, that's what's happened here. What was a chest of gold is now a chest of green. This wise man is bringing young baby Jesus his first marijuana delivery. And then this guy, once I'm done, will be bringing a 2-liter of Faygo. And this guy, once I cut out this urn, we're going to replace it with a nice hatchet. All of those suggestions were provided online by you, the Juggalos, and I appreciate that because I was a little stumped. The Faygo thing is a pretty obvious one, I think, and I was kind of already thinking that way. But y'all confirmed it, so we're doing it. Obviously, drugs, drug culture is prevalent. I don't know how to say it without being obnoxious and offensive, but if you are around juggalos, good God, my bad. If you're around juggalos, pretty good chance that you are within arm's reach of something intoxicating or mind altering. Pretty good chance of it. So here we go. Coat number 2 on our Faygo Moon Mist 2-liter bottle in the hands of our wise man number 2. So yeah, if you didn't already hear me say it, I finished up the wise man with his little chest of marijuana there and posted some videos and pictures online. Yeah, got a rough reception from some people. Really pushed a few buttons, upset a few folks. One person even determined my the outcome of my destiny, and apparently I'm going to hell. So there's that. Probably gonna put that in next year's Christmas card. My parents will be super excited about that I'm going to hell. Some of my exes will probably equally be excited for that. But you know what? I'm not dead yet. So let's just enjoy what we've got while we have it. Also, in response to some of those comments, I don't see this as being disrespectful. I don't see this as being really anything in that realm of sacrilegious or anything. Because honestly, this cheap schlock of a nativity scene that really does look like it was painted by an 8-year-old that was probably in some kind of a creepy slave situation in a third world country. Yeah, if you worship this as something that deserves to be worshipped, then, buddy, I have my concerns. I have my concerns because this is clearly not something to be worshipped. These are just lumps of very, very poorly formed clay that have been painted very, very poorly on top of it. This deserves no worship or adoration. And if this is representative of your God, then youchers, that's bad news. Hey! There he is, JR. What's up, man? You might have just missed me talking about when I posted this wise man yesterday. It got some pretty rough reactions. There were some people that really didn't like it. Really thought I'd crossed a line. What I was explaining was, I don't think I crossed a line at all. I think whoever made this nativity scene, they already crossed the line for me. Because this is a terrible nativity scene. And I wouldn't think that this nativity scene is representative of any kind of god. This nativity scene is trash. So I understand the sentiment, but maybe folks ought to think before they speak a little bit. Oop, see a little bit more that needs a little more green. Again, the beauty of this set is because it's so poorly rendered, I don't really care that I paint that well. Like, if I tried to paint this Faygo bottle hyper realistic up against this wise man, it would look weird. It would not look good. So we're not doing that. Not doing that at all. Alright, so we're going to let that dry. Which it already looks like it's halfway there. And then we are going to start working on the Faygo Moon Mist logo on the front of this bottle. Also need to do a little rendering of a bottle cap, which that'll be super easy. JR, do you think I'm going to hell? Just because I painted something stupid? I mean, if we can't laugh about things, come on. Oh, yeah. Dang. You know, it could have been. But then I feel like if it was a bong, that's like, I don't know. Well, but then I could make that... but I like the hatchet idea. Yeah, it's going to be Faygo. Well, and I like... It was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Now it's green, Faygo, and murder. So I like that play on words. I think that's funny, and we think that's worth holding on to. So yeah, we're sticking with Faygo. Unless you convince me otherwise. Yeah, I saw you talking about runes the other day. And yeah, I fully agree. There's it can be problematic if you get too haphazard with things like that. The Juggalos. Is that the one and only sting from across the pond? My brother from another mother. And did you say that because you heard me say Juggalos earlier when I had a little slip of the tongue? The one and only. Awesome. Love to hear it. JR, that's my man Sting. His flag is red, white, and blue also, but it's a different red, white, and blue. Yeah. Alright, little bottle cap here. Yeah. That's a bottle cap from, zero BC or whatever. That's what they looked like back then. So don't judge it. I've checked the history books. This is exactly what 2-liter bottles looked like in the history books. And we're going to stick with that. Well, that's my dog barking at the mailman. Don't mind the murder dog. Okay, so we need a little bit of yellow. That was a lot bit of yellow. That'll be alright. So Sting, long-time listener, first-time viewer. Is this what you thought I sounded like? Or I guess you've heard me talk. You've heard me talk. Disregard, I'm dumb. I will say though, JR, Sting's got that accent. Even the dudes go, that sounds nice. Always makes me jealous as a guy from the Midwest with no accent. Anyone with a good accent, I think, sounds better than me. Although all the good weathermen sound like me. Yeah, Sting, I can't remember. I know you've told me where exactly. He's from Great Britain. Is it Norwich? Is that right? That's in my back of my head somewhere. Well, yeah, UK. Yeah, I get hung up on the Great Britain thing. I'm still stuck saying that. Silly American history. I thought it was near London, yeah. Actually, yeah, JR, you do online gaming. So does Sting. That's where he knows me from. We play Hell Let Loose together. Which is an amazing game. If you enjoy realistic World War II portrayals in video game fashion, it's a definite one to check out. I think we've talked about that before, though, JR. If I remember right. All right. Moving right along. The role I play in Hell Let Loose is Recon. And Sting is in infantry. We're actually part of a pretty good team, if I say so myself. Mainly because of Sting. Sting always seems to be the one that when something bad comes up, Sting is on top of it. Or I try to get there, and by the time I'm there, Sting's already there. But that is not a complaint. It's not about glory, it's all about victory. I used to have a better voice. I used to work in radio and I used to practice. But boy, oh boy, I don't have that voice anymore. It used to be a lot better. Oh, you know what? It is magnifier time. Time to admit defeat and admit that my eyes are old. Actually, I need the red, too. A little bit of that red paint. All right. All right. So now this is where I start and then realize I got my proportions all wrong. Let's see if we can do this in one go. Maybe I'm over the hump since I've done this a few times now. That's a good start. JR, you should definitely check out Hell Let Loose sometime. I mean, it's obviously not anywhere similar to Fortnite. But if you like shooters, man. Oh dear. Oof. Oof. See if we can salvage that brush stroke. So, Sting, you said your wife loves what I do. Is your wife familiar with Insane Clown Posse? Or is it just generally the weirdness that I produce? Because I would accept either answer. Oh, that was a fat brush stroke. Daggum, son. Get it together, boy. Oh. All right. Focus. Man, I've been having serious focus issues. Yeah, there we go. Moon. How about that for a start? All right. Moving right along. We're halfway through the stream. The timing is just right. So that's actually that's interesting that I don't know why. ICP to me is such a Midwest thing. I mean, obviously I know that they're bigger than that. But you know, they're from the Midwest. Literally have bumped into them, I don't know, probably a dozen times just because I'm from the Midwest. So to think of them as being a something known globally is just weird. It's just real weird. But that's good. I mean, good for my market, I guess. That's kind of similar here in the States. I would say they were much bigger, and I think JR would agree, much bigger in the like mid-late 90s. I think, was it 96 was Riddlebox? Somewhere in there. There was definitely a peak, I think, in that time. Yeah. But they're still going strong, that's for sure. Alright, sorry, I keep looking at my reference bottle off camera to try to get all this stuff in the right spots. This needs to be a little darker, doesn't it? I think I remember that from last time. Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah. And that would make sense. I think I started listening in 96. Then I actually graduated in high school in 98, so that tracks. Oh, good, that's plugged up. One sec here. Oh, and now it's coming right out. Slow down. Oh, that didn't look like it was shaked up very... Shook up. Shaked up. Who is this man? Who is this man with his terrible English? Ooh, that's too much brown. You guys ever feel like having an Apple Watch is a blessing and a curse? I say that as I get a notification on my Apple Watch and I stop what I'm doing to look at my watch. When it's not even close to being as important as what I'm doing now. See, that's still too brown to me, right? I shouldn't have done brown, I should have done black. But here we are. We're gonna waste way too much green Just for a few tiny brush strokes. There, I think that'll work. Let me just clean my brush real quick. Dry that off. Clear my watch again. Alright. Back under the magnifier. I don't even think that I'm sure it's happened, but I don't think I've ever really heard of like ICP European tours. But I would also say I haven't exactly been like paying strict attention. Ugh. Okay, yep, that's getting somewhere. That's getting somewhere. Oh, man. This little detail stuff can be really nerve-wracking. Especially when you get too much paint on your brush. Oh, that's too much. Have they done any recently? I mean, I know they're kind of winding down anyway, in terms of touring. My memories of them have always been tour buses in Walmart parking lots. Literally just pulling up and hanging out in the parking lot. So I can't imagine what a European tour would look like. I imagine it would look a little bit like, Spinal Tap. Sorry, I had to drink some lemonade. Alright, here's our progress at the moment. Yeah, that mist is jankety. That M is ugly. Ugly, ugly. So I'll probably be running some repairs on that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's see, what can we do here? I think I could use a little dab of white so we can adjust. What's going on here? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Almost cleaned my brush and my lemonade. Always a risk to keep it so close to my water cup. My brush cleaning cup. So Sting and JR, do you guys have any odd hobbies besides gaming? You can tell me, I won't tell anybody. I promise. Alright, saw another little spot that I think could take a little adjustment. Let's take a little point out of there. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Oh yeah, that's right. How big is your biggest one, JR? Out of context, that sounds like a horrible question. For one dude to ask another dude. Yeah, moon is smaller than mist. I don't like that. And this, boys, is where I get hung up on the little things. So what I'm going to try to do is get a little more length out of moon. Make it stand a little taller. I know Sting does cook. He's, I've seen some pictures of what he produces, and he puts me to shame. And I definitely enjoy cooking. In fact, I'll be smoking a whole turkey this weekend for the football game. Huh. So, when you have a creature of that size, well, I mean a reptile especially, because, you know, there are special considerations for reptiles. Do you just dedicate a room to that animal? Like a bedroom becomes the crocodile room? I mean, I've seen people where they basically turn their bathroom over. Okay, now this is the harder part. These letters are smaller. Time for Fago. Okay. And at what point do you determine he's big enough? Seems like a good question. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you know, obviously there's all the stories of people that run out of room and they basically just dump their large reptiles, you know, out in a pond area or something real stupid. But I've also seen, you know, where they basically just shove them in their bathtub, and you know that's not healthy for anybody. So I'm glad you're at least you have some cognizance of planning. Those are definitely creatures that need special planning. Wow, I almost screwed up and misspelled Fago. That would have been funny. I gotcha. Do you custom build enclosures, or is that something that you've purchased? And I say that because I have a little bit of experience. I've actually built a custom enclosure for my daughter. She has bearded dragons, so obviously not nearly as big. But I built I built a pretty stout enclosure. It's pretty nice. Dang it. Keep getting too much paint on my brush. Alright, we are on to the ever important F. And right out of the gate, I screwed it up. Did a very fat brush stroke. Super. Dang. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not a carpenter by any stretch, but I think I did a pretty good job with her enclosure. Like, I overbuilt it intentionally, so she would have enough room. Dang it. Yeah, there's just too much paint on my brush. Okay. See, I'm making the mistake of trying too hard. I need to dial it back here. Putting too much effort into what is a otherwise piece of crap. So, let me take a drink, center myself, calm my spirit, and then we're going to do some detailing, outline strokes, very, very tiny strokes, and then we're going to be done. Which is good, because I have 10 minutes left in the stream. Scheduled anyway, I can always go late. Alright. It was a bit of a flawed stroke, but that's okay. Point is, everyone knows. We just need to give enough to give an impression of what this is. Kind of like the marijuana leaf on the chest I painted yesterday. It doesn't need to be completely lifelike or accurate. Just needs to be enough where across the room someone can recognize that is Faygo Moon Mist. And then if you get a little closer, it's got enough detail in it to make you go, oh yeah, he did try. Good try, buddy. All right, here we are. I think I'm willing to call this done. Because I think at this point I can get too into the weeds on this. And it doesn't need to be that pretty. Focus. 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 Try the old zoom trick here. There we are. What do you boys think? It ain't perfect. It's not as good as some others I've done. But it's good enough. Especially because when you think about it, it's going to be standing in the midst of a lot of other activity in this nativity scene. So it doesn't need to stand on its own two legs. It needs to just fit in with the group. And that being said, how about him with his group here? What do you think? That tracks, right? So next on the docket is cutting this thing away so I can replace it with a hatchet. Green Faygo Murder instead of gold frankincense myrrh. Booyah! Alright, well there you go. I've got 5 minutes left, so what I'm going to do in that 5 minutes is show you some other things I've got on the docket to be painted. My wife has definitely got me some more cool things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time. I've said it time and time and time again that it's not a very good nativity scene. It's really poorly produced. So I don't want to stress over it and try to make it look really, really good like I have stressed over other things. Like I stressed over this dang squirrel, man. Remember this guy? Good God, I stressed over that. I don't feel like stressing over these. So yeah, so I'll post more pictures of these online later and see how much hate I get today. How much my soul gets condemned. So that'll be fun. But let me show you the other things my wife got me to paint. Be painting this little lady just in time for Valentine's Day. Somebody on Reddit was actually asking me if I had one for Valentine's Day. Now I do. So paint the face, and then I think I'll do little hatchet men on all the little hearts. What the wife just got me today is huge, and it doesn't really fit on camera, but these are like life size, these faces of these two cherubs. And then It just ends under the wings, so it's a wall hanger. So looking forward to painting those. It's kind of ridiculous, but it'll look good once it's done. And then she got me... Ooh, that almost fell down. She got me another one. This other one. Again, cherub wall hanging faces. So I'll be painting those as well. But like I said earlier, those won't be in my shop because they're too big, too heavy, and too apt to break in shipping. So those will be sold locally at the whatever shows I do in the future. She also got me this guy. I like this one. World's Greatest Bowler. Excited to Juggalo him. He'll probably stay in my personal collection because I like him so much. He's got a little Fred Flintstone to him. And then this guy's huge too, and he's really heavy. So I probably won't be putting him online. It's just an odd little handyman guy with big eyes. I look forward to painting him. He's got a lot of real estate on his face too. So yeah, my desk is getting full. Oh, and then this little dancing couple. It's got a music box that goes in it, and then it rotates and dances. So they'll get the treatment as well. So those will be on the store eventually, in the store. So some future things to work on. But that'll be it for today. Thank you, fellas, for joining me. It's always nice to have some people in the chat. It's more fun for me, and hopefully fun for you. There's 2 out of our 3 wise men are done and ready to be done. Thought I was done before, but then I thought, we gotta do something else. So we are. So anyway, thanks again, Sting and JR, for stopping by, hanging out, chatting. I'll be back again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 4:30 p.m. Central to 5:30 p.m. or so, depending on what's going on. So yeah, whoop whoop, fellas and ladies. Thanks again. I'll see y'all next time. All right. And good luck with the crocodile and future gators, JR. It's amazing. I can't imagine working with them. It'd be fun. Yeah, there you go. Whoop whoop. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out.